Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a vintage KONWAL Super petrol lighter made in Japan with the Ford logo and the slogan "We've got it made" on the front side, and on the back side it says 1962 TAIPEI introduction. Very cool, nice old lighter. This lighter shows scuffs, scratches, dings. Saw some around the edges. Scratch there, I don't know, might could use to polish that. Might be able to get that scratch out. What I would normally call drawer wear, from sliding around in someone's drawer or some other container with various and sundry objects for who knows what number of years. This is the first KONWAL Super lighter that I have encountered that was not a military presentation lighter. When I purchased it, it was listed as unfired condition, and I don't have any reason not to believe that. I did pull the wick up and snip it off, which I placed in a little baggie so that if I sell it in this condition, I will include that, showing the buyer what has basically been the maintenance on the lighter up to this point. TAIPEI 1962 introduction. So I had the words a little bit out of order there at the beginning. But you can see the scratches, scuffs. If you enjoy watching videos about old petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video you're watching. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit that share button. Send the link off in a text, email, post it on social media. However it is that you communicate with folks nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. You can leave any comments or questions below the video. We would also appreciate it if you would follow and like Dependable Flame and dependableflame.com across all the social media platforms. That'll be Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and of course eBay. The insert and the inside of the case were dusty, and when I cleaned them off, it did dirty up the rags a little bit. That was really the only thing that caused me to snip that wick off, is it just got dirty from the dust. This lighter has a very thick felt pad and what looks like the original insert and wadding. Like I said, you can see the wick has been snipped off. But a very well constructed insert in very good condition. Didn't have any burn marks here that I can see, and just a few scratches here to this side, the front side of the windscreen there. The back side looks pretty clean. Not a lot of drag marks on it. I've never heard this slogan in conjunction with the Ford Motor Company. I've also never seen that color necessarily. That's a little bit lighter blue than I'm used to. But I assume this is a Ford Motor Company logo of one kind or another, and that they're talking about introducing Ford to Taipei in 1962. And I don't know exactly what they were introducing. I know that they have made cars in Taiwan for a good period. I looked it up and tried to figure out what that 1962 might be about, but I couldn't figure anything out. Anyway, that Ford makes me think of my old man and all the time that we spent underneath a Ford or on top of one, pulling the motor out of one and putting it in another. And my dad was a Ford guy, so because of that, we drove Fords. My first car was a 1970 Mustang Fastback that my dad and I built. My brother's was a 1964 Ford Fairlane. The first car that Dad and I bought the Mustang together. I saved up my money, and he and Mom matched me on the cash to buy it. I believe it was $900. Maybe that's wrong. For some reason I think I had saved $700 and they contributed $200. Anyway, we bought that car, that Mustang, together. But before that, Dad had bought a 65 Ford Galaxy 500 that he just was in love with and thought I would be too. And I really did come to like that car a lot after we'd sold it, because that car was never mine. I never drove it. But once he saw how much I really wanted a Mustang, then that's what we were doing. So there was a lot of time out in that garage, and then a lot of time out there in the garage when my brother was working on his car as well. I've said it before that my dad was the most capable man I ever knew. And he really was. He had the ability to diagnose and repair things, see what needed to be done to fix a situation. And when he was diagnosed, well, long before he was diagnosed with Huntington's disease, we started to see some of those signs, some of those abilities that he didn't have anymore, but didn't really know what it was, nor thankfully did he. But that is one reason that I incorporated the charity component into my business, so that anytime I make money, Huntington's Disease Society of America is making money. So that any purchase you make from our eBay store, at least 10% of that purchase is going to go to that charity. And then we also run the 3 penny start auctions each month, where 100% of those auctions, those listings, go to and benefit HDSA. I provide free shipping. High bidder pays the money, which the charity gets all of. High bidder gets the lighter, and everybody is happy. So make sure that you get over to eBay and check out the dependableflame.com store. While you're there, follow us so you get the notifications when those new listings go up. Make sure that you don't miss out on any. And also make sure here on the YouTube channel that you hit the bell so that you're notified each time we publish a new video. You don't have to go searching around for it later. Just let it be delivered right to you. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this one. I think I'll hang on to it for a while. I'm not going to use it, but if I'm able to keep any sort of a collection, this is one that I think I would like to have in it. Happy Father's Day weekend, everyone. Until next time.